Don't you want devoted followers? Leave their families for you? Give their money to you? Start with a prolonged period of love bombing. Give their bodies to you? Give up their lives for you?
I lost 11 relatives.
Consider you God and will kill for you?
He promises they'll be carried to the next level of existence in a UFO.
Encourage members to spy and report on one another.
I was so washed. I'd be willing to kill someone and bury them in the backyard.
Block out any information which is critical of the group. It's that simple. Now, don't you want to become a cult leader?
Oh my gosh, hello. Good evening or afternoon or morning on this happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are watching live or on the replay, drop it in the comments or in the live chat where you are watching from and what time it is, because I love to know. Now, we've got some things to show you in this episode today. I've got some announcements, I've got some clips to show you, and if you're wondering what the intro is, that was my little trailer for the ABCs of cults, which, can you believe it, we're actually working on. I released the letter D this week, and I'm going to play you a little bit of that. And we are also going to have a sneak peek at what the letter E is going to be for next week. So lots to check out today. Please be kind to my mods in the chat. We have got the fabulous, beautiful Kathy Ann with us today. And I've got the gorgeous Marilyn Honig backstage as well, helping me start questions. If you want to stay till the end, we'll have some very hot tea, hotter than Frank's red hot sauce. So if you want to stay until the end, you'll be able to get to hear a bit of that as well. Let's see who we've got in tonight. We have got Indigo's Insight Scientology. Nice to see you. Good afternoon and evening to those across the pond. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock here in London this evening. I'm trying this new mic out as well, guys. It's my little handheld Rode mic. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's just like a little lapel mic that I usually use when I'm filming, but it's a really nice mic, and I'm going to reveal a little secret about an interview I did the other day because it relates to why I'm using this right now. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Let's see who we've got in tonight. We've got Mark Turry in the house. Hello, Mark. We have got James Steele in the house. Evening all, can't stay long, but we'll catch on the replay. Well, hello to you on the replay. We have got Kiwi Girl Eleanor in the house. Hello. James Steele's got 15 minutes till he goes and locks up his dad's house. Well, check all the doors and the windows. And yes, Kathy, hit that like on your way in. Thank you so much. Janet from Another Planet is in the house. Hello. Let's have a look. We've got Tazzy D, Tasmania, Australia, 7 a.m. cuppa time. Well, are you having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? Let me know. We've got Lathander Grautlinger. Hello. 9 p.m. in Germany. We've got Joey in Melbourne. Oh my gosh, we've got loads of you guys in today. Great. John Shamwowski's in the house. Amazing. It's great to see you guys. Again, if you've got any questions or comments you want me to read, please just put them in the chat so I can see them. Now, I have Enic, let's see, it's coming in loud and clear. Thank goodness. I am like the queen of sound problems when it comes to YouTube. My camera is amazing, but when it comes to microphones and sounds, I dropped the ball a few too many times, but I'm trying to get better, you guys. I'm trying to get better with that. And yes, I have a exciting announcement. Hello, Sandy McKenna. Good to see you. So some of you guys might have seen an interview I uploaded yesterday with the fabulous, wonderful Feryl Cheryl. And I had so much fun doing that, and she was so amazing. I will show you a little bit of it in a minute, but I was thinking, how do I make this process easier for people to actually come forward? You know, because me and Cheryl were just kind of chatting. We did the werewolves game. I was like, oh, it would be cool to have a chat with you, you know. And I get a bit shy, like approaching people and asking them to come on my channel to share their story, especially because this stuff is like quite quite hard to, I guess, recollect and go through. I'm not a therapist, I'm just a person. So, I want to make sure that I sort of handle this stuff with care. So I had a bright idea, and it came from doing the werewolf stuff. I actually tapped into the Google Form system, and I thought this actually would be a great way to allow people to come forward themselves. And I'll show it to you right now. Let me just grab it. Share screen. Here we go. So you will see this link in the description. Let's make sure that you guys can actually see this. Yeah, you should be able to see that. Oh gosh, I'm on one window. Okay, so you can see this here. This is the Google form that the link will take you to. It says, I'm interested in talking with people who have experienced life in a high control group. I think sharing our experiences is one of the best ways to learn and how to spot and avoid joining groups like this. All interviews will be recorded offline via StreamYard and edited before being uploaded. If you want to share your experience, please fill out this Google form to be considered for a pre recorded interview on my channel. So, I'll go through some of the questions here just so you guys know what it is. But if you've been in any kind of a cult, high control group, an MLM, or something like that, and you're like, I really want to come forward and share my story, but I don't know how to get in touch with me, or I don't know if it's the right thing, you can fill this form in, and I will try and get back to as many people as possible. I would love to hear from some people who are not just ex-Scientologists that have been in other groups too. So I figured this might be the best way to do it. We'll go through these questions on here. I will need to collect your email just so I can invite you to the studio and we can correspond and stuff. You do need to be over the age of 18 to do this interview. And yeah, that's pretty self explanatory, I'm sure. But yeah, over 18s only, please, for that one. I will need your real name, pretty please. And then, yeah, we've got were you or your family involved in a high control group? You can say yes or no, because, I would say like my family was involved in Scientology and I was involved with my family. So, by association is what I would say. If you've been featured in any interviews or documentaries before, so that's anything televised or any podcast, YouTubes, things like that, just so I can actually go and have a look myself. And also, if you have been on any documentaries or TV shows, just so we can check that there's no NDAs you've signed, that means you can't go on another show, because that can get people in trouble. Let me know the name of the group you were in. What was the name of the high control group? I'm using high control group because I know cult kind of freaks people out, but this is what we mean. Like high control is cults, or cults of one, or MLMs, that kind of stuff. Who was the leader of the high control group you were a part of? How long were you involved with the group? Why did you leave? And what do you hope people will learn from your experience? This is probably the most important question because this will kind of anchor the whole kind of point of our interview. And yes, do you have access to a camera and microphone? So if you've got a phone and some headphones and stuff, we can make it work. I don't want anyone to feel excluded because they don't have professional streaming set up. But I just have to obviously be mindful of the fact that I am producing content here too, and I want it to be good for my audience as well. So yeah, and then let me know your time zone and the times you're available. And if you've got any additional pictures and things that can be used in the edit. So if you're willing to fill those in, that little form, you could be appearing on this show. Let me come out of here. Yeah, so I thought that would be a inclusive way to let people kind of come forward themselves and, just open the floor up. And also it stops me feeling like nervous for approaching people. So if you want to come on the show, then you can do it that way. And I hope that will be a good idea. I did do a show this week with Feryl Cheryl, as some of you might know. I'm going to share that with you. Just take a little sip. Share screen. Here we go. Here we are. I should be able to see this. There we go. Amazing. I'm doing this all off one screen, guys, so just bear with. So this was the interview I did with Feryl Cheryl of Clearwater, Florida. She is absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to play the intro for you if you guys didn't see it. Meet Feryl Cheryl.
Do you see how I show up to protest Scientology? Very cutesy, very hydrated, very feral, very loud.
The fearless voice shaking up TikTok and YouTube with her hilarious videos and relentless protests outside of Scientology's HQ in Clearwater, Florida.
I'm looking for my dad's soul. He gave it to you guys, and I want it back.
Trying to get a refund.
Today, I'm thrilled to have Cheryl here to reveal the untold truths of her past and the strength behind her viral activism. Don't miss this eye-opening conversation. Music! There you go. So that was the interview that we did together. And we had so much fun. Like, Cheryl was just such a good human, a good laugh. She was really, really great. And I really hope you guys will go and check that out. And go and subscribe to her channel as well, because she is wonderful. And that's the kind of style of the interviews that I'm going to be doing on this channel. So yeah, if you guys want to join in, or you know someone who you think would be has a really cool story or experience that we can learn from, then please feel free to reach out and share it to me, because I would love to start interviewing more people, because it really is quite fun. I also released this week the letter D in the ABCs of cults. I know you guys have been waiting 2 years for it, but it's finally here. Let me grab it. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. It is this one. And this one was about the Democratic Workers' Party, which was a cult in the 70s, a political cult, which we usually think cults are like religious, but they're not always religious at all. Let's play some of this.
You were a member of a cult? Well, it was really a mixture of things. I was in a political cult for about 10 and a half years. For a lot of that time was in leadership positions and had to carry out acts that now I find reprehensible. And it was a very, very stressful time.
Do you feel comfortable telling us about any of those acts?
Well, sure.
Let's get into the rise and fall of this 70s communist cult. There we go. So there we go. That was the intro for that one as well. And yes, that lady in the beginning there was Janja Lalich. She actually wrote a book and is kind of a cult expert. And she wrote a book called Escaping Utopia, which I'm listening to on Audible at the moment. And yeah, she appeared on that news show, that talk show that you saw at the beginning with Stephen Hassan as well. And we love to see a queen taking accountability. Like, she was like, yep, I think that we should, part of healing and moving on from a cult is accepting kind of the things that you did while you were in the cult and the reasons for that and whatnot. So do go and check that one out. The next one we are doing, which I will be researching and uploading this week, is one about the Elan School. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, that was a boarding school in Maine. Let me grab it. Elan School. Here we go. So this was a boarding school in Maine, and honestly, some of the things that happened here were horrendous. But just take a look at these promo videos, and don't they seem awfully similar to some other promo videos that we've seen on this channel?
We are in a structured environment, and this teaches them to prioritize their time. It teaches them to have things that are very organized, very tight. And it just, to live in an environment where they're comfortable, but yet, that there's actually discipline. And it helps because, the management skills, definitely the management skills, where these kids, may not know like how to have things organized, don't know how to keep like anything on time, how to do something, and it just when you're pushing somebody, it's not like you're being a slave driver, but it's like you're a mentor for them. You're there right beside them all the way.
When you see a new resident walk in the door who is very similar situation to when you first came in.
So I'm going to pause that right here. So this school is like a troubled teen kind of school. It's where parents would pay and send their children to if they were, having behavioral issues and whatnot. And you guys probably know that there's been so much abuse within the troubled teen industry. Paris Hilton did an expose on that. I think last couple of years ago now. Um, So, yeah, we are going to be looking into that because the actual school itself has been likened to a cult with the sort of structure and the way the thing runs. They had to like pretend that nothing was wrong when like parents would come round and stuff. And there was even a murder associated with it. So, that is going to be the episode for the letter E in the ABCs of cults. And I hope you guys will tune in and watch it because what the heck? And we're going through the whole alphabet. That is what we are doing. Do I have any other things to show you, or was that all the things? Oh, I do have another thing to show you. Hold on. Before we get into the spicy tea, you guys might have had like the election and stuff over in the States, but we over in this country, we had a cheese heist. Okay. Now, if you're looking at me all crazy thinking, what are you talking about? I'm talking about a cheese heist. I'm talking about almost £400,000 money, not weight, worth of cheddar cheese going freaking missing. Let me show you this article. Hold on. All right, check this out. Look at that succulent cheddar right there. Great cheese robbery. British police make arrest in theft of rare $390,000 cheddar. Okay, now this really happened. Can't believe it. This is a USA Today, if you guys are wondering. But I actually got it through Ground News. I don't know if you guys use that app, but it's a great app for getting like balanced news articles, and I highly recommend it. I'm not sponsored by them, but I wish I was. Anyway, this says London, British police arrested a man implicated in a brazen heist, not so much of epic bank robbery proportions, though the theft did involve 24 tons of loot. More smooth and waxy, relatively hard, but also buttery, sharp tasting. He was detained in connection with a cheddar cheese theft. The arrest was for an incident that left the artisanal British cheesemaking world reeling in late October when rare cheddar worth around $390,000 was stolen from Neal's Yard Dairy, a leading specialist London cheese retailer. Metropolitan Police confirmed late Thursday in a statement that the man arrested, who was not identified but said to be 63 years old, was detained on suspicion of fraud by false representation and handling stolen goods in connection with the case. A police spokesman said the man was released on bail pending further inquiries. So, what the actual heck, you guys? He pretended. Literally, look, it began in July when a buyer posing as a wholesale distributor for a major French retailer ordered 950 truckles of Hadford Welsh organic cheddar, Westcombe cheddar, and Pitchfork cheddar from Neal's Yard. A truckle is a cylindrical wheel of cheese, is what it says there. What the actual heck, you guys? This story came up and I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. Like, I feel bad for the cheese people because that's a lot of money to lose in cheese. It takes a long time to make it. But what the heck? Big cheese theft over here. And I just think everybody should know about it and be on the lookout for the cheese because the rumor is that this cheese is going to be like smuggled into different parts of the world and attempted to be sold. So keep your eyes out, everyone, for cheese that has been stolen from Neal's Yard. Anyway, let's have a jump into the little chat here and see what you guys are saying. We've got Beachcomber in the house. Hey, Beachcomber. Hope you're good. We got Cassie here. Marilyn, I was just catching up on your video, and I'm really sorry you're having to deal with that. Yes, we are going to get into that in a moment. Fairy Tale says, hi, all this on Remembrance Day. I know. Arkansas Flamingo says, you're a great interviewer and the spot with Cheryl was wonderful. I'm so glad you guys liked it. Oh, I didn't tell you though. So while we were recording, I was using my little in-ear headphones, right? I've only got one of them because I lost one. And what happened was I had it in my ears, and instead of using the microphone I used, it connected to my headphones. So the audio was horrendous at the beginning. It was so bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to fix this? I don't want to, ask Cheryl to redo this interview, like whatever, because her sound was fine. So what I did was probably one of the most crazy things I've ever done in my life is I had edited the thing, and then all of the bits where I had questions, I literally got this microphone and re-recorded the questions, which honestly drove me a little bit insane. But I learned a valuable lesson in that I needed to check the microphone in future, and I will from here on out. So, little behind the scenes tea for you there. Mark Torrey says, nice. I've talked about Scientology story before, but can do it again. Yeah, absolutely. You are welcome to. Like I said, I actually don't spend that much time like looking through everyone's, channels and things like that. I had some comments on the interview I did with Cheryl that was like, why are you not talking about the protesters? I'm like, I don't know what drama's going on now with this. Like, and to be completely honest, like, it's just crazy that people expect you to know every single aspect of what's going on around the YouTubes. Like, I have a life, I have a job, like, I'm working on my content, and that is it. So, you know, y'all can kiss my biscuits, as a good friend of mine would say. Let's see. Oh, my Scientology story. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Get in touch, please. Cassie says super efficient. Yes, I'm trying to be. I want to make things more inclusive and make it easier for people to get in touch, Kim Collins is catching up on 2X from Forest of Dean in the UK. Well, hello to you, Kim Collins. I hope I didn't talk like a chipmunk too much for you. You love my cup. Thank you. Yes, it's a very mermaidy kind of cup. Holds a lot of drink. So, amazeballs. Cassie says Feryl's interview was fantastic. Thank you so much. Great pause screen. I don't know what that is. James Steele is in the chat. Okay, best go. Have a great time with Kelly. Look after yourselves and be kind to each other. Yes, absolutely, James. And good luck with the rest of your day. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing that. Appreciate you. Appreciate. Amazing. Okay. Are we caught up? I think that we are. Oh, we've got some starred here. Sorry, Marilyn. I was just reading the chat and you were here starring away for me. We've got Cheryl is amazing from Indigo's Insights from Scientology. Thank you so much. Paula Candeloro. Is that how you say your name? Look for the one that's buying lots of toilet paper and laxatives. That's probably who stole the cheese. I don't know what the connection is, but damn. That was not good news. Oh my God, guys, please put the cheese puns in the chat. I am so ready for all of the cheesy dad jokes. Go for it. Robert Poet says, when it comes to cheese, the only answer is yes, please. Absolutely. And onto something a little less cheesy. There's been all kinds of things going on this week. I can barely keep up, to be completely honest with you. And a very good friend of mine, you guys know her. Her name's Marilyn. She's a really, really good friend of mine, and she's been dealing with online bullying for many, many, many months. And it's one of those things. Like, how do you deal with it? Do you Do you fight back and rise up to the trolls? Do you ignore it and hope it goes away? Well, from what I could see, she was trying to ignore this stuff. And the stuff they were saying was horrible. I'm not going to share any of it because it's just disgusting. And this week, some things have come to light which have been very interesting. The people running these anonymous groups have been identified, which I'm sure has been a thrilling experience for them. And my good friend Marilyn has stood up and fought to the bullies, and I absolutely stand by her right to do that, and her right to free speech, and her right to stand up for her family. So for anyone wondering where my position is on that, that's where it is. I would love to bring her up at the moment if she's up for it. Yeah, you game? Oh, cool, awesome. Come join me. Hello, Mama. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. Just, cheesing. Cheesing for the reason.
I know, I had to share that story because what the heck?
Kind of reminds me of the great Canadian maple syrup heist. Have you heard of that one?
No.
Yeah, that was about 12 years ago. It was something like, like 3,000 tons of maple syrup went missing.
I can understand why.
What?
Like, maple syrup is delicious, so I completely...
And it's very expensive. It was millions of dollars worth of maple syrup.
Yeah. So, Marilyn, talk to me, right? So there's been Discord groups and YouTube channels and all kinds of stuff going on. Can you kind of summarize it for us? What's been happening with this whole bullying thing?
Well, what had happened was, I have probably done by now, I don't know, it's got to be 12, 14 hours of chit-chatting with my people on my channel. So if you want to, if you want to get the whole story, I would maybe start with Aaron Smith Levin on growing up in Scientology. Did a video. It was actually, these trolls are very vicious and voracious, and they know a lot about social media. They know a lot about how to get around the system, but they are also dumb, and they're also making a lot of mistakes. And a lot of it has to do with them. They just can't stay anonymous because they want the clout, So many of them have been uncovered. We're connecting the dots. Unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, every day there seems to be something coming to light. So the latest is that, I think many of you know about PTS, the Discord that used to be the SBTV Discord. There was a lot of unrest when it came to Goldie, they
won't let me back in there. I tried to join it. They wouldn't let me in. I don't know why.
Really? Well, you know what?
Yeah.
There's this old comedian, I think it was Rodney Dangerfield, that said, any club that would have me as a member, I don't want to join. No, kidding.
That's fair.
No, just kidding. Yeah, they're very tight-lipped, but not tight-lipped enough, and there's a mole in their presence, and I don't know how much tea you want me to spill.
Well, let's just what are the groups? I know there's the fake SPTV group, and if anyone's completely in the dark, there's obviously the two charities. There's the Aftermath charity and there's the SPTV charity, and someone made like this parody account of the SPTV Foundation and was just uploading really nasty videos about you, about Aaron, I think about Nora at one point.
Liz Gale, Reese.
Yeah, lots of ex-Scientologists, basically. People speaking out about Scientology were getting like dragged on this website, on this YouTube channel, even. So that one.
They also have the Aftermath Foundation's link to their website on their channel until a couple of days ago, when I've been shouting it from the rooftops, and they've been trying to cover some tracks, but they haven't been very good at it. And there's a Reddit group. There's 2 Discords now. There's 2 fake SBTV channels, and they keep sharing all of these like cross sharing these graphics and fonts and all this stuff. And they did not cover their tracks, because when they approached Mark and Claire of the Aftermath Foundation with this idea of doing a website called seorg.org, they didn't change the fonts or the graphics. And so that was the first thing that tipped Aaron off while he was watching the live. And then there were people that actually came up and sent, super chats or whatever, messages, basically taking responsibility. And two of those people were Maria Martins, who we found out was from Austria, which is the country, just putting all the dots, connecting all the dots together, was the country that these lawyer letters have been coming to me, Nora, and Aaron from. And then Pete Jensen took credit on 3 voicemails. Oh my God, you guys, you got to go on Aaron's channel.
He's the drunk guy from Discord, right?
Drunk guy from Discord. Yes, that's what he's famous for now. But he's also has a website that supposedly is exposing the toxicity levels of SBTV. He's got that website. He's got CR.
How do you measure something that's subjective? That's
I don't know. But he claims to have that. And for anyone that is skeptical and thinks that maybe these things aren't connected, well, they love to make fun of, they got a personal vendetta against me, and they love to make fun of my little crochet. So this is a parody of their parody, my little crochet dolls. So they have the crochet thing going on.
You made that?
Multiple. Yeah. Well, they had made a parody of me, a crochet doll. So I made a parody of their parody.
I mean,
now there's a witch.
Great.
Now there's a witch of me. I might make the witch one too. I think that's pretty cool. But honestly, I was trying to ignore it. I was just like, this is so stupid, whatever. I wasn't giving them any oxygen until, I don't know if any of you know, I've got a couple nicknames. One of them is Mama Bear. And a video was done this week calling me a child abuser. And the second video, after I exposed that, a second video came out saying that I was putting substances down my children's throats and poisoning them basically with red hot sauce. So that's where that came from. And
that's absolutely hideous. Like, I'm so sorry you've had to deal with that, because I've actually spent time with you, and come over and stayed with you and your family for like a whole week. And, there is so much love with you all. There really is. It's so gorgeous. And I loved spending time with you guys. So the fact that anyone would even say any of that, they don't know you, they're just bullies, and clearly just drunk as well, apparently. So I'm so sorry you've had to deal with it. But you know what? That you continue to impress me with how you stand up for yourself and stand up to people who are bullying, because they have been doing it to other people as well. And
now they've been after the second gens. They've been after all of the SBTV creators, and now they think they're pretty funny and clever. They made a group, and I have screenshots. I'm going to show them more tonight. I've been connecting the dots, looking back in these screenshots that I have saved. And there's one of Pete Jensen actually admitting that he was making a new channel, a hate Discord channel of for ASL, which is Aaron Smith Levin. And turns out it's true. And guess what, guys? They have a mole, and we're getting lots of information as we speak. So, and
the mole.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to break this to you, but there's some very strange bedfellows. And yesterday I did, and I didn't even know this yet. Now it's breaking news that unfortunately, Alex Barnes Ross of Apostate Alex channel, he is involved in this. So sorry to break it.
Hate group.
He's in the hate group. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. And let him deny it, because I don't want to show proof, but I think the Aftermath Foundation, which are working with these people, and actually put it out there that they're working with these people. And I have an open letter written that I put out on my community page. I emailed it to Claire this morning. Haven't heard back, and I have it out on my community page. People are, welcome to comment on it, read it, even send your own emails if you want. I'm not pressuring anybody to do anything, but I think this needs to be exposed, and enough is enough is enough. And the people, sorry, I'm going off. The people that are the loudest, that have been the loudest saying, let's keep our eyes on Scientology and exposing the abuses of Scientology are the people that are abusing the second gens and their supporters. This is bullshit. They're doing more damage to this movement than OSA. So Aftermath Foundation and Apostate Alex, what say you?
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Gosh, I mean, I wouldn't want to know what is in that group, to be fair. Like, they have a bunch of them, don't they? They've got the Reddits and all this stuff. Like, I, for myself, and if any creators are watching this and wondering, like, oh, this is horrible stuff, like, just don't look at it. Like, you're probably like me, you have a life, you've got other stuff going on, you got a job, you got stuff to do. Like, they've got nothing but time to
Yeah, I don't
waste.
read their 36 paragraph synopsis of all of my streams. Although they've been actually
Hey, you
very
get full
quiet.
recaps. You get full recaps.
It's just I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
What gives, guys? What gives?
Yeah.
Well,
They must be
listen.
infinitely wealthy or something. They don't sleep, they don't work. I don't know what they do.
Yeah, well, it definitely has nothing to do with taking down Scientology. When you I did catch some of your stream earlier, and I was like, this sounds like a Scientology thing, right? The
It's
the
like an
scroll busters. I thought you said squirrel busters, and I was like, this is they have a group called Squirrel Busters, like they literally do. But it's scroll.
scroll as in what does that sound like? And it was made around the time that the scroll came out that Liz Gale presented in front of CC Celebrity Center.
See.
And
Let's debunk all of these people who were forced into a cult. Great. It's just crazy and disgusting. And yeah, I'm so sorry you've had to deal with this stuff. Like, I feel I don't know, responsible is the wrong word, but I feel like I know that I kind of made you come on the internet all those years ago. And I've always thought you're so brave in how you have overcome the most insane stuff I've ever heard. And you continue to impress me and inspire me with how you stand up for yourself and your family. And I just love you so much. And I just want you to.
And you've overcome so much too. And I want to be here for you and for this movement, for the community. I know I'm a lot. I know sometimes I seem like drama, but I'm sorry. I'm going to speak what I feel is right. And like I always say, if you guys only knew what, and now you're finding out some, like a little bit of what I've been sitting on for all these months. And, I don't owe them anything. And I really have been trying to be fair and trying to, like, I haven't said anything about the Aftermath Foundation for a while, but guys, they've had over a year to get their shit together and they haven't. So if they're harboring these people and they're encouraging them, or at least denying what they know, it's not going to fly anymore, because they want to come back on YouTube and ask for money. You're not going to get in blood from a stone over here, because unless you're going to own some of your shit, it's not gonna work. People are smart.
Yeah, it is really disappointing to hear that this is how it's gone down. And I don't know, we're all just trying to do our best and expose this shit, so yeah, I'm just sorry you've had to deal with that. And I know it's been so difficult. And I'm really glad you are here. And yeah, and honestly, there's always the thing is being a person on social media, there's always going to be a level of like haters and criticism, and that stuff is completely normal. And to be honest, it never really bothers me. Like when people are like, "Oh, this is stupid," I'm like, "Okay, Chantel, that's fine." Like, that's not an actual person, by the way.
If they're calling you a child abuser, and I mean, and some of the things that are coming from quote creators or mods of creators, or creators that are mods of creators that are creators. I mean, there's some libel stuff going on that is false accusations of charities, such as this one is using their personal bank account and all that. That's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm exposing it all. And that's just the way it is.
Well, here, I'm on your side and I back you up in this, because you are an awesome, awesome lady. And yeah, I just have so much love for you. I'll see if there's any questions while you're here, if you want to answer any. I don't know if there are, but Might as well have a little look if you're ready and willing.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Sure.
George Massey's in the chat. He says the Trolls cover has been blown for good. Just saying. My goodness. My goodness. Let's see. I think we're good.
Yeah, I could put one up here. Kathy Scoggins says that they brought Marilyn's kids. They done messed up. Yeah, they really did. They really did mess up there, you know.
Yes. Yeah, it's just insane. But yeah, I'm really, really glad that you are out here doing it. I got your back.
Thank you,
And
honey.
yeah, any trolls want to come show up in my comments, please do. Please do. We can have a nice chat. It's all right. Because it's like, didn't you say like, oh, your trolls are your like biggest fans?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's this guy, oh boy, I forget his name, but his channel is called Advancing. And he just comes out and he's just like he is a inspirational speaker, and he's like, your troll, he's like, your haters, they are your biggest fans. And he just goes
Yes.
on, and it's great. And I think yesterday's talk was something about, you know, they underestimated you. That was their biggest mistake. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Yeah, that's true.
Constance June, hello you. They say if they are trying to hide the group from everyone, then it must be bad. Yeah. How many people are in this group, I wonder?
30, I believe. That's what
30 people.
I
And
was
it's
saying.
not even Osa. What the hell?
No.
And
No.
Alex is in it.
Alex is in it. Yep. I mean,
Oh
he
my
he
God.
can deny it, but yeah.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, but it's just a bit
But you know,
lame.
we all need to get along, and you know, he's the number one cult buster in the UK. You know, the biggest SP, the most wanted.
If he's the most wanted, I would like to be the least most wanted, if possible.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Verity. Why are these people so mean spirited? I'd like to know that too. Yeah.
I
My kids
honestly
do
thought it
things.
must have been Scientology trolls or something, but that's crazy that it's not even, that it's
No,
just people in this
Mark
whole thing.
Headley describes them as Aftermath Foundation super fans.
But why take down Aaron though? That's what I don't get, because Aaron continues to put up interviews and expose the news every single day about Scientology. So I don't understand why there seems to be the determination to take him down, you know?
Well, in Alex's case, I think that he wants to be him. Just like that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But he wants to be the Aaron Smith Levin of the UK. And he was trying to get Aaron to let him on his show a lot and do his little projects and get involved and all that. And Aaron's just doing his own thing. You know, he doesn't need Alex. Alex needs him. And he was using the mod at Goldie way back when to get to 10,000 subscribers so that he could supposedly do, and we've been through this before, so that he could do a fundraiser for the Aftermath Foundation, which to this day has still not happened. But he did thanks to Aaron's chat get to the 10,000.
Yes, no, I completely remember all of that stuff. Yeah, horrific at the time. To be honest, sometimes the thing you got to do is just, be with your friends, go and do your own thing. Like that's what I'm trying to do anyway. Because I cannot continue
it
to
all
be
came out
let
in the
down
wash.
by
It all
this
comes
shit,
out eventually. Right. It just, they shot themselves in the foot. I didn't have to do a thing,
Yeah, no, it's it does seem funny how it all has come out. The voice messages are my favorite part of this whole story. Which if you guys haven't seen it, go and check out Growing Up in Scientology. He's got a video called Scientology Agents Exposed, and
Yeah.
he's got these like drunk voicemails from Pete.
Oh,
He's
now
like,
he made them all
he's
three
like,
of them.
my name is Chep Davis, and I'm a New York Times reporter, and I was hoping you'd call me if you're not a pussy. It's so funny. It's
And then he turns
funniest
into
thing.
some Russian spy or something. Oh my God. And he keeps switching his accents, but it's all him. You could totally tell.
It's very hilarious. And yeah, that's so far is my favorite part of this story. Um, but yeah, yeah, I just wanted to thank you for jumping on here last minute, by the way. I was like, do you want to come up and say
I'm
something?
like, oh, but here's a mess.
No, you are always gorgeous, lady, and I love you so much and thank
I love
you.
you too, honey.
If you guys want to see all of this saga that's unfolded, Marilyn's been covering it over on her channel. It's a bit spicy, I will warn you. So if you're a
Yeah.
mild kind of queen, then don't go watch it. But if you are
Yeah,
interested to
Mama
learn what's been
Bear
going
is
on,
yeah.
you're defending your family. I think that's completely within your rights. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, wait till you see
absolutely
my
proud for
have you
you.
seen the clip of Haley coming in? She had, both barrels.
She's
Peeling my
great.
ketchup.
I went on when I was there. I think you did come for the last bit of it, but
I
me
did. I came to
and
pick you up.
Marilyn's kids, who
Come
are
get
in their
Kelly.
20s, they're in their 20s. We all went on a night out, and it was so much fun. We had such a good time.
You guys are so cute. Yeah, they kidnapped Kelly because I'm old.
We partied in Vermont. It was great.
Yep.
All right,
All right.
I'll drop you back
Love
down,
you.
and I'll love you
Okay.
too. Oh my goodness, you guys. So there you go. That is the update on that. I'm going to jump into our chat here and check in with you guys. I hope there's some cheese puns in here as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, good. Mark says Ground News is a go-to for me as a former journo. Yeah, absolutely. Ground News is an app you can get on your phone, guys, and it gives you like if any news articles come out, it will give you like which way it leans politically, and it'll also show you the other side. So let's say an article about Donald Trump, for instance, it will give you the right's perspective and the left's perspective, and sometimes a central one as well. And it'll even show you your blind spots, so things that you might not necessarily always see, which just gives you a bit more of a balanced, rounded version of the news, because we know news can be biased, which is not the vibe, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. You could say his theft grated on their nerves. Very nice. Very nice, Indigo. Love that. Mark says he feels like he's going to do something like that when he's 63. Come on, Mark. Don't be doing no cheese heist now. Come on. My goodness, what a news. You guys are funny. I'm glad we've got such comedians in our lovely chat today. Deb H, yes, cheese. Cheese is on the menu today. I just thought it was such a funny story, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because, it's been a heightened week for a lot of people. So I thought a bit of a funny story, even though it's not funny, a bit of cheese story, cheese news. You know what? If I find more cheese news, I'll share it as well. We've got people standing with Marilyn as well. Really appreciate that. Don't mess with Marilyn or hurt kids. I stand with Mama Bear. Vermont Cabot cheese, the best. Never had it, but I would certainly try it. Marilyn's nodding down there. Oh, that was in regards of the maple syrup heist. Yes, maple syrup, not whiskey. Alrighty, I'm just scanning through the chat, you guys, to see if we have any questions or comments you would like me to read out. From a Poet says, Reddit seems to feed on smut. Yeah, I've only been there one time, and after that, I went, you know what? I really don't need to read this, and I've been much happier for it since, because genuinely, people that write on there, they don't know you, they don't, they're just speculating on your life, and they really don't know anything. So I'm not pressed about it, and just living my life and doing my thing and having a great time for it. So I will continue to do so. Pause for Andrea says, question, Kelly, did you see Aaron's interesting conversation with Isabella Barron yesterday? I kept thinking how great it would be if she also went on other channels like yours and Nally's. I did catch some of it. It was a very long interview. I think it was like 3.5 hours long. So I didn't manage to catch all of it. But yes, it does seem very interesting. And yeah, I'm down to interview anybody at all. Though I'm sure the interview over there was fabulous. So just gonna have to cope with the silence, you guys. I'm sorry. I hope this microphone is better. Do you guys find this mic better than my other one? Hold on, I can play some music. There we go. A bit more chill than that. Okay. Now we've got some scrolling music going. It's nice, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Indigo says, I am on Marilyn's side. People need to not cross these lines. Yes, I agree with you completely. Completely. And I certainly think that everyone has the right to stand up for their family, and good on her for doing so. Kathy says, I'm so glad I don't know how to do wow. Hold on, let me try again. Brain resetting. I'm so glad I don't know how to do Discord and Reddit. The only time I am now happy that I am technically challenged. Yeah, fair enough, completely. I don't really use them either. I use Discord mostly to talk to my brothers and to my dad. That's it. Hashtag cheese matters. The most important message of this whole video. Thanks, Pog Andrea. Fuzzy Pink Handcuff says, the Cheese Caper is a crime drama I could really sink my teeth into. Yep, absolutely. Kathy says, the amount of negativity you focus on putting into the world diminishes the light you are able to share. Yes, that's very well said, Kathy, for sure. And these groups are just making horrible, hateful videos. What are you achieving, really? Verity says, Chimp Davis. Yes, I accidentally may have misspelled Champ Davis and put Chimp Davis instead, but I stand by it. I said what I said. Lisa says, those voicemails are crazy. Yes, they absolutely are. These are the voicemails on Aaron Smith Levin's channel. You can go and check those out. Lisa says, Marilyn, you look beautiful and I love your outfit. George Massey says, the Scroll Buster trolls be tearing each other apart right now to find out who their mole is. Yes, I wonder. I don't know who it is, you guys, because if I did, I can't say I wouldn't be tempted to share it. But I don't know who the mole is either, so it's like traitors, isn't it? It's like real life werewolves. I thought we were only playing this game once a year, you guys. It's like it's gotten too real. Need to change the music. Hold on. The time has come to find out who is the mole in the Scroll Busters. There is a traitor. They are exposing all of the secrets that the Scroll Busters are holding. It's Sunday, you guys. I'm just being silly. I'm just being silly, all right? My goodness. Deb H, hello. She says, what did the cheese say when he looked in the mirror? Hello, me! Absolutely a classic joke there. Classic. Big fan of the cheese jokes, you guys. Lisa says she loves my eye makeup. Well, thanks. I actually have a get ready with me video from Halloween, and I show how I do my makeup for anyone that's interested. Fun fact, when I first started YouTube in 2020 in lockdown, I was doing makeup videos and just showing different looks, I guess. Not because I'm obsessed with makeup, but I mean, I am a bit, but I used to watch those kind of channels when I was growing up. So I thought, well, I'll just do that then. I'm not really built to be in the sort of beauty community, I don't think, because you have to buy so many products. You know, you have to kind of keep up with all the latest things. And I just have like my ride or die favorites that I just like to use. So I would not do well in that community, to be honest. Yeah. I thank you for liking my makeup. That's really nice. It's very kind of you. I do. Speaking of music, guys, Christmas is coming, and if some of you are my members, and thank you so much for being propellers of the channel. I so appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a Christmas playlist. I know, because I do covers on my channel, and I thought, you know what? This time I'm going to do some Christmas songs for December. So if you have any like favorites, put it in the comments after this live stream ends of like which Christmas songs you love. I have convinced Kevin, he was the mayor in Werewolves, if any of you remember him. I've convinced him to do Baby It's Cold Outside with me. So that's probably going to be the first one we upload. But yeah, so I'm excited to do that. And I hope you guys feel like the membership is worth it and you get something out of it. I'm going to try a few more members only streams and stuff too. But yeah, super fun. Julie Markham's here. Hi everyone, I fell asleep, so I'm really late. I said your name right this time. I was mortified, you know. Julie reached out to me. She was like, you keep calling me Julie McCrum and it's Julie Markham. I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. But I got it right this time, Julie, and I hope that you had a nice nap. Kathy says, Werewolves is far more entertaining. Yes, you guys can watch it. There are 3 episodes all about the Werewolves game. And I'm hoping to bring back another version of it soon for Christmas as well. Because I know lots of people are stuck inside. Some people are on their own. I'm going to be spending Christmas in London this year with some friends. So we'll have some time and I'll be able to jump on a stream to do some fun things, I think. Lisa says, we need to start a new game called Guess the Mole. Listen. Tonight, 12 players go head to head as we try to discover who is the mole of the Scroll Busters. I don't know what's wrong with me, you guys. Just having a bit of a giggle, really. Sunday, fun day. That's absolutely right. That's what we're here doing. Just having a bit of a giggle today. Snooky says, hello, everyone. Hello, Snooky. Denise Lafon says, you could substitute good and bad characters. Yeah, I guess you're right. This is a bit too spicy, George. A game of werewolves based on Troll with some moles. Pretty please. Nah, I'm not going to stoop down to their level if I'm completely honest. I don't want to make videos about them or whatever. I just want to say that I don't condone the bullying and I stand with my friends who are standing up for themselves. And that is about as far as I will go into it, to be completely honest. You know, over here, I want people to be able to come forward and share their stories. So I'm not interested in going after some of these people, regardless of my personal feelings about some of them. So yes, if you're wondering why I'm not chelping off the bit, saying personal disses on people, that's why. But the whole thing in general, we do need to find out who the Scrollbuster troll is. Is it a Scientologist? No. Is it an ex-Scientologist? It could be. Is it an Everin? It could be. Is it someone from Discord? Definitely. Is it someone on Reddit? Who knows? Find out next week in this episode of The Scroll Busters Unmasked. Oh my goodness. That's not going to get old. It really isn't. Thank you for accepting my apology, Julie. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. I'm glad you guys are giggling at the bits. I think we've done it for today. I think we've covered what I wanted to cover. I really hope some people come forward and fill in the form for the interviews. And I'm going to sign this off. I will have another video out this week. Hopefully the letter E for the Elan School. And I hope you guys will tune in for it. Let me just see where we're at here. We've got Dr. Jennifer Hachia in the house. Hey, Jen. Hope you are well and you are all recovered. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Lisa says, it's good that you have a life with good friends around you. You deserve all the best. Yes, I am incredibly lucky to have the friends I do. I have been surrounded with amazing people all the way through growing up. And, that's just been something that I've been really lucky to get. So all the weirdness of Scientology was kind of balanced out by the awesomeness of the people I have got to know and meet. And two of them are two of my housemates, which you guys saw on Werewolves. There was Em and Kevin, and they agreed to play, and they were just hilarious. Two of my favorite humans in the world. Jum Shamwowski says the cheese thieves would have to chop up the cheese and sell the parts. Your game should be called Who Cut the Cheese? Oh, here's a riddle for you guys. What can be cut on a table but can't be eaten? That's my riddle. What can be cut on a table but can't be eaten? Sitting on a defense says Scrolls Balls busted. Kathy says the Christmas version should have the Grinch instead of werewolves. Yeah, that could be a good one to do it as well. And I also love dressing up as well, having little costumes and things like that. That's super duper fun. Oh, thank you for sharing that link, Kathy. Apply to be on the show with Kelly to share your high control experience here. Yes, just fill in the form. Your email address will be collected, but I won't be sending it to like marketers or anything like that. It's just so I can contact you, just so I am letting you know about that. Jen says, yes, pretty much recovered and ready to roll. I'm so glad to hear that. For anybody that doesn't know, Jennifer has a YouTube channel. She covers narcissistic abuse on there, and she is a researcher, sciencey researcher person. So she kind of goes with the like an analytical approach to it all. I interviewed her on this channel, which you can go and see if you check in my interviews. But yeah, I would check out her channel. She's done some really beautiful videos. So yes, go and check out Jennifer Hachia. Troll on mole on scroll busters. That's just wild. I honestly get so surprised by the stuff that goes on in here. And I feel just a bit disconnected from it, just because I'm not on here as often, so I don't feel like I catch everything that's going down. But I think that's for the best, because it seems to be hella freaking messy, if I'm honest. Yes, cards was the answer, Irina. Congratulations. Cards can be cut on a table, but can't be eaten. Just a northern girl says trolls with golds would do best to find their moles before they open their pie holes. Who would have thought you guys were so poetic in here? I love it. Indigo wants to get involved with werewolves. Yeah, absolutely. There will be more games, of course, of course. They take a bit of organising, so I can't do too many of them because it just is like I don't even have my book up here, but I had like lists and checkpoints and the dates people could do, and I was just trying to balance everyone out with that, and it was tricky to do it, but so much fun, and I happily will do it again. Oh my gosh, Kathy is the most amazing mod. Look, she can just find every single video. She has found that here, which you guys can go and check out if you want to. Kathy, you are a legend. Thank you so much. Oh, bless you. Thank you. You are so sweet. So sweet. We're at the bottom of this chat now. Irina says, Reddit, if very big. There are all sorts of groups on Reddit. I am in very few groups for IT knowledge and some for baking. The bad Reddit groups are in minority, but that minority is very bad. Yeah, it's part of being on the internet, unfortunately. People are able to hide behind a screen name. They have that anonymity, so can say things that they probably wouldn't say if they were, face to face or in real life. And, whatever, it's it's just cowardly, I guess, is how I see it. And somebody that writes something mean about me or anyone who I care about, if they haven't even got the balls to put their face to it, I'm just a bit like, why should I care about this? So that's just me though. Hi, Sarani. I am dating a British woman. How shall I handle her since I'm American? Let's just pause the music a second. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Sarani, but here's what I suggest. Just be nice, be respectful. I don't think you need to do anything special because she's British. Maybe offer her a cup of tea. That'd be nice. But I don't think you need to do anything special. She's a probably just like other women as well. We're not a different breed or anything. You don't need to handle her. Just be nice to her. That's what I would do. That's my dating advice for you. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Sarani, we're picking on you, aren't we? Please don't handle the woman you're dating. My goodness. Well, I think that's the end of the show, don't you? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dr. Jennifer. I was going to say that. Well, doctor's orders. Don't handle your women, sir. Okay. That's what she says, that Americans are rude. Well, maybe it's because you try to handle her. Maybe that's why she thinks you're being rude. Because you try to handle her. Listen, I know it's hard out there, okay? The dating scene is rough, I get it. Yeah, just don't be rude. I don't know what to tell you, mate. Anyway, with that dating advice out of the way and all of the tea exposed for the evening, I'm going to sign this stream off. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Please go and check out the videos I shared earlier and post that form to anyone you think that would be a good fit for the show and you would like to see an interview from. If you know somebody, I am interested in interviewing anybody who has had an experience in one of these groups. Let's do it and let's share our experiences with each other so we can learn from them. I'm going to tap the outro and I will see you guys.
L. Ron Hubbard was a fantasist, a junkie womanizing Scientologist. Leave your friends and family behind. Take another course and let him fuck up your mind. Come in for a personality test. Forget psychologists, we know best. Cause we've been told by an alien, code Xenu. Oh, L. Ron Hubbard was a hypnotist, master manipulator, Scientologist. And some kids, they never get to choose. We talk about consent, it never makes the news. Come in for a personality test. Forget psychologists, we know best. Cause we've been told by an alien called Xenu.